Welcome to AdventureSphere. This channel is dedicated to missing people who are missing with a vehicle. In the process of creating this database, we are creating a volunteer sonar search and recovery dive team to search for the people featured on our channel. Our services are free of charge. We ask you to consider subscribing, watch our content, and help spread awareness of our endeavor. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can be reached by dialing 988 or 1-800-273-8255. So this episode is about Paul Michael Davis. He was then 40 and is missing from Baltimore, Maryland. His last date of contact was Monday, March 26th, 2018, when he was seen driving in the 3900 block of Brookland Avenue, and it was near Jeffrey Street. He was driving a black 2014 Kia Soul with Maryland license plates 6BP0570. His family is concerned for his well-being. The Baltimore Police Department headquarters are investigating this case. They can be reached at 443-984-7385. His case number is 918-030-9454. The weather that day was fairly nice. It was a high of 48 and the low was 27. There was no rain, so I don't think snow or water would have played a factor. Surface water on the roads would have played a factor in his disappearance. The sunrise was at 7:01 and it set at 7:25. I don't know what time of day he was seen last. He does have a very popular name, so it's hard for me to pin down which Paul Davis we're looking for. So I do have some questions for his friends or family if any of them see this. I'm wondering if they can get a hold of the last cell phone ping coordinates. They might be able to get it from the phone company, but I'm thinking more than likely they'll need to go through the police department to get that. And then what are his work and home addresses and the places that he frequented? Did he go to school actively at the time he went missing? Where was that at? And then did he put any time off requests or resign from his workplace? Did he volunteer anywhere? Like, did he go to church? Is he in any hobbies or social groups that we could look into? Does he prefer to go out or stay home? Is he an early bird or a night owl? These next few are going to be kind of odd questions, but what are his favorite colors? His favorite homemade food recipe? Your favorite memories either about him or with him and his passion? And then did he give any possessions away in the month or two prior to his disappearance? Does he prefer to drive on main roads or back roads? Does he drive at night? Was there any road construction detours in the area that would have taken him through unfamiliar parts of town? He might have been driving, got disoriented, and ended up in a body of water, just not even realizing it was there. Did the police check the license plate readers? Would they check them again for you? Did he put any recent calls in, like in the day or two before, to AAA, his mechanic, or his car insurance carrier? Were there any items that he always carried or always wore, like a special ring or necklace, water bottle, a multi-tool, a gun or a knife? The gun or knife is important, so if we are able to locate his vehicle and we know that he has something on him, that we search the ground around the car very thoroughly to make sure we secure any weapons so they don't get into the wrong hands. Let's see here. Was he conditioned to driving long distances, more than 3 to 4 hours at one time? In the 3 days before he disappeared, was he diagnosed with a bladder infection or a UTI? Does he have any other general health issues, diabetic, seizures, concussion, early onset dementia, vision issues? Does he take prescription medications? Were they refilled after disappearing or transferred to another pharmacy? And then the other thing that could really help us is the place of his last verified financial transaction. The date and time might help us as well. The next thing I'm going to cover here are the places I think might be a good area to look. They're shared with my blessing, so Paul can be reunited with his family, regardless who higher powers work through. The description box has our email address if you'd like to share insight on any cold case, know someone missing with a vehicle and would like them featured on our channel and searched for, or to donate equipment. The video of Google Earth has a measurement from our current best starting location, which is the intersection of Brickland Avenue and Jeffrey Street, and then it goes out 5 miles. We can also search within 5 miles of their destination, and I think in Paul's particular case, we need to find sentimental areas that he liked to visit. That is probably going to be where he's going to be at. So 5 miles of their destination. And then if an area has been heavily searched, we may expand the search area, but just please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. So I would like to look at I think this is going to be the most logical place. Would be the Patapsco River. Then there's Gwynns Falls, Druid Lake, and Lake Ashburn. These lakes are 6 and 7 miles away from home. It's outside the general search area, but they have roads that run parallel to it. So if it was an out-of-the-way place, or if he's just driving around, it could be very easily that he's in one of those 2 lakes. There's Bullneck Creek. Merritt Point Park also has a boat ramp in there, and that's about 5.5 miles from home. There's Swan Creek Wetlands and Quarry. The quarries can sometimes hold cars in them, so we'd like to check that out. Cox Creek, Marley Creek, Curtis Creek, Furnace Creek. Usually you think of here, when you hear the word creek, they're fairly on the smaller side, but here you can see on Furnace Creek and Curtis Creek here that they are pretty wide, and they look darker, so I'm thinking they're going to be a little bit deeper body of water, so they would be good to search at. There's exit ramps from the Baltimore Parkway. He might be down in those retention ponds. If he took a turn too fast, he might be in there waiting to be found. And then there's Southwest Area Park and Boat Ramp. That is very secluded. It's only a little over a mile from his home. And just with the seclusion, if that's what he needed, he could be very easily hiding down there somewhere. And then last but not least to be the Stonehouse, Curtis Cove and Bay. If you'd like to help Paul's family find him, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell to receive progress reports. I'll let the video play out here for just another minute and a half, it looks like, so you can see the entire search area. If you see something I missed, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that we love you.